guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Dr. Stone. We're now on season 3, episode 3, called First Contact. Last episode, we figured out a way to get the maps created faster because our man Senku created a camera. He did it for the photographer, or sorry, for the journalist, but it turns out he also had an ulterior motive to help them map the new terrain of Japan a little bit faster than drawing it, and because they are still looking for oil. And we also revived a butler slash chef slash everything of Ryushi's because yeah, they needed someone who could cook and help them create food rations, not only for their trip, but also to help the villagers have food for the winter and the longer months when they can't fish. So yeah, at this point, we are still trying to map everything out and find oil, and I'm ready to jump in and see who we're contacting. Let's jump in. Just before we do though, please do remember, if you'd like to be in the know when I drop these episodes, to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All right, out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. It's like a topographical map of Utah. He's so proud. Oh, geez. True, it will be harder to see. Okay, greedy man, calm down. I guess he's overlooking at photos. That would be very tedious, but people had to do that at one point. Yeah, wait, don't take long. Breathe. It is a very versatile grain. You can get bread, you can get oats, get barley. Actually, barley is a different crop, but anyway. Why are you rubbing his back? He's a criminal who tried to take out one of your villagers. Hey, that's just Taiju's superpower. Okay. It's true. If humanity was just good with sustenance alone, we would not have the whole world of cuisine. Foie gras. I mean, let's say never, but it's gonna be a minute. Sounds good. Rillets? What's a rillet? I'm sorry. I don't have such a refined palate. She said I had time to study while y'all was resting. Get the dog out of there. And it's true, Suika does know a lot of stuff. She's like, did you need boars? I got boars. And yes, raising them would be the smart way to go. That's what you use the boys for. They can sniff it out for you. I was about to say, that's pretty zoomed in even for that camera. Yeah, exactly. Let me not say nothing. Maybe she does have eyes that good. Facts. Maybe it's a whale. And mushrooms? Well, no, so they do clump. Let's hope so. We'll see. Whoa, calm down, people. Go and confirm. Okay, I feel like you should bring Kohaku into the air balloon, because if her eyes are that good, she'll see it from the air faster than you guys will. Sama. I was about to say, pigs sniff out truffles. That's literally how they find them today. You gotta be quick. They'll eat them. If you got it on a leash, she can do it. Oh, that's true. You can train a dog. I don't know. Can you train a dog to sniff truffles? I'd have to look that up. I would see why not. They've got great noses too. Were we successful? Good job, Chuck! I'm not sure. I know I've heard about truffle pigs, but I've never heard about like truffle dogs. But that would make more sense because you can train a dog to like not eat something. Your brain is working just fine, but this is a reason why you should make friends with lots of people, because they just see things that maybe that you're not able to see or that you're not used to seeing. Okay, you can get the pigs to sniff oil? Well, you should pay attention in history class. That's right, you dinner. Oh my God, they had her. I thought the boar was just upset because he heard it. I'm like, no, he was actually about to be dinner. There, boar. You get to live another day. Wow, this boar understands Japanese. Oh, it's got a name. You can't eat it now. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to eat that boar. Suika's gonna like literally be traumatized. It's Croodle and Bub. Dark mud water. I told you not to make friends with it. Nah, they'll keep that one. Good excuse. Yeah. They realize that Suik is partial to the boar. As I said, as soon as it was named, there's no way that boar was getting eaten. Indeed, what else? That's your oil discoverer, so you don't want to get rid of that boar at this point. I was about to say, again, you lost him. He didn't care about any of that. We'll find out. Huh? Exactly, what are you talking about, bro? Like I said, Taiji may not be bright, but his memories are still trapped. Oh, there you go. Thank goodness for Taiju's nose. I wouldn't say we caught up. We've taken some big strides, but we're not caught up. In that? No. Have we pulled our friend to the boat yet? That would be a cool feeling. I really wish I didn't get seasick because I really think it'd be super peaceful to be on a boat like in the middle of the sea. But that motion of the ocean, my tummy don't like it. Yeah, so I was like, you sure you have enough fuel? We gotta do what we gotta do at this point. And those satellites should still be activated even now. Well, maybe. I have no idea what the expiration is on satellites. Okay. So far it looks like it's hitting Japan. Aww. Oh God, please don't make things awkward. Oh, look at him trying to be a little matchmaker. I don't hate it. That's absolutely true. The whole village like, yeah, we need some drama. I feel like she's gonna chicken out. That's so true. The famous trope. That's Morse code. People! That's Morse code. And they can't be that far. Thank you! Yes! Can someone tell me what it is? I only know SOS. And SOS is tap, 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 tap. Oh, why? In English. Oh yeah, I guess Morse code isn't really in English. Why did we have that face with just a simple question? I mean, if it originated out of South America, probably not. What's with the evil face, Senku? You're gonna scare the crew. there an end credit scene? Just a warning that not to try this at home, kids. Okay, guys, well, that was the episode First Contact. One thing I'm liking is that this season looks like it's moving a lot faster as far as getting through the inventions and stuff. Like, one of my frustration points with season 2 is how long everything took. And I get that, like, in the show's perspective, of course, nothing's gonna happen quickly in this world, but I'm thinking, you know, episodically, do we really need to spend 3 episodes on building one thing? Right? And so I'm sure there was reasons for doing that in season 2, but I'm like, I really hope we don't have that in season 3, especially because there are so many episodes. But it looks like we are moving quite quickly with certain things. Like, we got through the crop growth in 1 episode. The 2nd episode, we got through figuring out how to make bread and, you know, some certain preserved foods. And now in this episode, we had figuring out a way to basically kill time while they're still continuing to make the boat and figuring out where to find the oil. But we found the oil in this episode. I don't know if it's going to be I don't know if it's actually the actual oil field that they were talking about, or if it's just a, you know, a small deposit. We don't know. But either way, I'm thinking it's probably going to be enough for what they need to do. And so thankfully they were able to figure that out. They're also able to find out a meat source outside of, so like they have the wheat, and now they're going to start raising boars. So that is 2 ways for them to get food. And we see that WC told Francois to open up a restaurant because basically everyone's exhausted, right? Everyone is working their tails off to harvest this new wheat, find the boars, also do the regular, like the normal foraging that they typically do, like all their winter prep. And basically people are tired, like they're physically exhausted. It's been a lot. And so Senku was not against the idea of getting a restaurant set up because he's like, you know, if people have something to look forward to, like a nice meal, then it's going to keep them more motivated to continue doing this stuff, even though it's hard and exhausting and they don't fully understand why everything's happening. So that's happening, and we see that Francois is working on using the ingredients they have around them to make a variant menu anyways. I mean, it's more than just fish and vegetables, or at least a fancier way to eat the fish and vegetables so that they can continue working while they're, you know, while the winter hits, because they said they're deep in fall at this point. But yeah, it's good to know that those things are now done, and they found the oil, and Senku has already managed to not only refine it, but we see that he also got a test boat and an engine made already. So like I said, in season 2, this would have been like 4 episodes worth of stuff to get all of those things done. So I'm glad that we got all of that done in 1 episode. They're already testing the new boat, and we also saw that Senku wants to create a GPS rather than using a sextant, because he was saying the sextant doesn't work anymore because he feels like the entire planet has shifted a little bit since they were in their sleep, and he doesn't know like enough, he doesn't have enough information to figure out exactly what that degree of offset he needs to create to update the sextant. So now he's saying let's just use GPS instead, because I was just saying in the episode that I think that satellites would last the test of time. I have no idea what decay or anything like that works like in space, but I would think that after thousands of years they'll probably still be there because they're not dealing with, you know, normal wear and tear or weather or any of those things. So there's a very good chance that those satellites are still there and working. So he said let's make a super powered radio signal, and we can use that to figure out where our position is relatively. And there's probably maybe at least a few of these types of towers that still exist around the world, so they should be able to navigate a little bit more accurately doing that. So that's what they did. They got that set up in this episode too. As I said, in the past that would have been 2-3 episodes, so I'm glad that that was done. And while they were out there trying to figure out how to make the signals work, they picked up a Morse code message. So Senku is thinking it potentially, since it's a deliberate, because they're on a specific channel, they're like, this is not random. So they feel like it's someone directly trying to connect with them, and they're Morse coding out the message why. And so this is what Senku wants to find out. He wants to figure out if it is indeed the person behind the petrification, or if not, who else is out there that's figured out how to put on a Morse code message on a radio. So my guess is at this point, I'll say it's one of 3. It's either something that was set up and has been going for a long time, like, because depending, you can set up machines to do Morse code, because I think it takes very little power. Like, you can set up something that was solar powered that would send out a Morse code message on loop. So maybe it's something like that that's just been sending out a signal for thousands of years and on all channels that were available. Or it is in fact somebody who potentially has figured out that a radio signal has turned on after all these years. But again, whoever set this off, the chances that they're still alive is pretty crazy, unless they're just continuously petrifying and thawing themselves out repeatedly. I don't know. That's a long-term speculation. But anyway, there's that. Or it's another group. And if it is another group, who do they have that has the same knowledge to create a radio signal that can send out an SOS message, right? Because right now, thus far, we've only been exposed to Senku, and we have the idea that at least in Japan, Senku might be the only person with the knowledge and the abilities to do all the things that he's doing. But I've been saying since season 1 that I definitely think more people have thought out. That there's people in other areas that have thought out, and just because of the size of Japan and all these other things, they just haven't been able to like look for other people. So we'll find out whether or not any of my guesses are correct very soon. But I enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.